Doc here with the Humboldt X YouTube channel, and I'm out in Samoa. We've got a -2 foot tide, and when it gets this low, you can see the shipwreck, the USS Milwaukee, and it's not ideal conditions, but I'm going to see what I can see and see if I can't get out to the USS Milwaukee tonight. So stay tuned, hang with me. Let's get to it. Pieces of the dock, look at that. Wow. Well, I'm kind of in a race against the failing light here. This GoPro doesn't do the best with low light, so it might be grainy, but this time of year we have our king tides, and they've been almost 8 feet. But it also swings out to -2, so I'm going to run out to where the USS Milwaukee is and go check out the wreck. I don't know, I got a flashlight, so I guess we'll see when we get out there, you know. Sun's already set. Man, it's beautiful here. We sure got our share of beautiful sunsets, but kind of in a race against time here. Low tide's not for another 30 minutes, but I don't know how much light I'm going to have once I can get through town and get out to Samoa and check out the shipwreck, man. Yeah. Pearson's has their hammer decorated. It's so cool that they do that every year. A lot of lights. I spend a lot of time at Pearson's, let's just say that. Woodley's not too lit up yet, huh? Woodley's awesome at night. Well, I think I lost the battle with the sun here. It's okay, I've got a flashlight. We'll see how this works out. Anytime I get an opportunity to go out and check out the Milwaukee, man, I want to take advantage of it. See what we can see here. Well, not sure how this is going to work out, but this is the side anyway. But let's see. How big a walk here. This isn't the most ideal way to do this, but it's kind of what I'm working with. So I'm gonna go out and see how far I can go. And the Milwaukee sank in 1917, and it actually started with the H3 sub. The H3 sub got stuck out here, and then so the Navy sent out the USS Iroquois, the Cheyenne, and the Milwaukee. The Milwaukee was fairly new, but they tried to strap a cable to it and pull the sub out, created a vacuum, and it snapped the cable, and the Milwaukee wound up beached out here. And when you come out here in a -2 foot tide, you can still see the hull, which right now it's at about 2.3. I just wish it was during the day, but it's not. So, and the other thing that happened out here was they built a pier all the way out to the Milwaukee, scrap it. So I'm gonna see if I can find the pier and see how far I can get out to the Milwaukee here and see what's what. I hope it worked with the spotlight, but look at that. Look at that. Wow, there's part of the pier, which means the rest is right out here. Wow. You know, the last time I was out here, and I'll put the links down in the description, I came out here during the day a couple months ago. But the sands were pretty, they haven't shifted, and I can see some of the dock. Wow, so let me, and it's nice, like, you know, this isn't best to come out here this late at night, but you want to come out and see the Milwaukee, you're kind of stuck with the conditions. Look at that. Another part of the pier. Wow. That's it. That's part of the pier that they built out to the shipwreck. So let's see how far I can get out. Low tide's within the next 10 minutes, so I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get out, if I can spot the Milwaukee or not, but let's go keep walking here and see. Wow, look at that. There's another piece of it, and I can see more of it right there. Look at that. I don't know how far out I'm going to be able to get here, but see if I can get closer. This isn't ideal. These GoPros are not the greatest in the at night, but look at that. There's the piers. Wow. There's a piece of it here. Watch where I'm walking. All over in here. This is the pier. This is the pier they built out to the Milwaukee. You can see it all in here. Look at that. I think I'm going to wind up getting wet feet. More pieces of it. Wow, look at that. I can see pieces of the Milwaukee. This whole pier is still here. Wow, that is awesome. It's just fascinating to come out here and realize this shipwreck's been out here for over 100 years, and they scrapped most of it. But you can still see pieces of the Milwaukee, and I'm going to pay attention to the water here, but if I got to wait a little bit, and then I'll go out and see if I can get out to the bits and pieces of the hull, but I can see it. Okay, well, I'm going to wait a little bit and then see how far out I can get without getting my feet all soaking wet. Wow, man. It's eerie. Really eerie. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out to it. I may have to wait a little bit. Look at these posts. Look at that. I got to imagine that they weren't able to salvage the whole thing. And there's probably bits and pieces of artifacts down in the sand, but good luck getting to it. It's a huge boat, you know, it was over 300 feet long, and once that thing got buried in the sand, that's all she wrote. Wow. Well, I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet here and get my shoes wet if I'm gonna get out to it. It's right here, man. The front end of it. I can see it. And I think my shoes are gonna get wet, but let me get up to it maybe here. Right there, look at that. Wow. There's a piece of it. Amazing. Oh. Uh-oh. You know, there's sneaker waves out here, and You got to be careful, and I don't want to push my luck, because they'll whoops, sneaker waves will build up out in the ocean there, and then they'll roll in, you know, and we've had them all week in addition to the king tide, so want to be careful. But the rest of the boat's back in here. This dock right here would have been the center of the boat, and I can see it. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out to it. We'll see here. Well, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some wet shoes. Let me hurry up. Oh yeah, soak right into my socks before these next set of waves come in. There's a piece of it right there. There's more of it over there. Look at that. Here's a big chunk of it. And I'm about to get wet. There's another chunk out there. Holy smokes. Wow. Uh-oh. Here we go. There we go. Yep. I'm getting wet. I'm not going to go out too far, but it listed the side here. And I'm about to get some really, really cold feet, but yep. Yeah, I can't get out too much further, but amazing. Well, I gave it a shot. I'm not going to push my luck out here. It's dangerous, man, if you get caught. So, that water's cold too, man. Well, came out and saw the dock anyway, so that's amazing. I'm surprised the dock is this far uncovered, you know. But there it is. It's amazing. Well, I gave it the best shot I could. My feet are soaked. Just try to get out here in a -2 foot tide and see a piece of history, man, the USS Milwaukee. So I wanted to get out further, couldn't do it, but I'm headed home. My feet are cold. So thank you so much for watching. It's eerie out here at night. It's dangerous, so you got to be careful. But if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And from my family to yours, celebrate others, respect yourself, because love is powerful, man. Be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Wow, here's the beginning of the pier here. Well, I did my best, but I'm not going to push it. My feet are cold. My wife's waiting for me in the car. Just so you know, I'm not out here by myself. So it is what it is. It's much better to come out here during the day and see a piece of history here, man. So I don't know. Come back out when it's -2 foot during the day and see what we see. So get back to the car here and take my wet shoes off here.